ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. Welcome to the stream. It is Thursday. That music is a bit loud. Well, a bit loud for me anyway. How's everyone doing? Yay! We're here. Here we are on Lick the Bowl. The cats are running around like idiots, so this could be a fun stream. Today we are continuing with the attempt to make a cookbook. Hey Jesse, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Today we are attempting to continue the cookbook, and well, we're continuing the attempt on a cookbook. And I was thinking, so what? Really, a cookbook done by an old soldier that doesn't have Anzac biscuits in it. And alright, welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Jesse, so hungry, so ready to watch you make foodstuffs. Foodstuffs. That's kind of why we do it over lunch. Right, so today, cookbook, what is an old soldier doing a cookbook without Anzac biscuits? So guess what we're making today? We are making Anzac biscuits! It's been a long time. Oh, it's been a long time. So we're going to make some Anzac biscuits. I have had a little bit of computer chicanery this morning. So here we go. That's just going. I did not expect this. That was oddly satisfying. We're going to make some mess and maybe biscuits. Well, yes. And then we're going to clean up the mess afterwards. You should pay that bowl more. It deserves it for working that hard. I know, right? Now I want to do it again. I've got to stop. Okay. Okay. So let's start with the dry ingredients. Shall we? So what do we need? We need golden syrup, butter, water, and bicarb of soda. So we're doing 1 1/4 cups of plain flour. Hey buddy, we've had all the cats in today. That's nice. Oops. Whoops. That was maybe a little much. It's fine. 1 1/4 cups. It's the weather for cozy kitties. Yeehaw. Whoop. Hey buddy, what you doing? Yeah, it needs to be a little colder. I'm still quite happy in just running around in a pair of shorts in this weather. Right. Cup of rolled oats. Actually, we can put the flour away. One cup of oats, and maybe a bit more. These things have. It's going to be an interesting write-up for these biscuits, because where they actually came from is quite up for debate. What else are we doing? Half a cup of caster sugar. We're using all the measures. Nah, didn't work. And we're off. Whoops. Put this through the sieve as well. Oh, this is going to be close. Just enough caster sugar. Just. And this is why we put it through a sieve. A couple of large crystals in there that we didn't want in the mix. Now the controversial one. The desiccated coconut. I'm not a particular fan of coconut. That said, I'm just going to see if we can use all the measures for this. I think we're going to be shy one, but good. Hey, there we go. 3/4 of a coconut butter, syrup, water, bicarb. Right, and that's it. That is it for the dry ingredients. Now I've just got to get this bag to actually close. Rach, I have a love-hate relationship with baking recipes that don't measure by weight. As in, I don't know if I love them or hate them. See, depends for me. Depends what I'm doing. Like, dry ingredients isn't too bad. Well, some ingredients aren't too bad. Like all of that, no issue. There have been some recipes where I have converted the measure to weight, like the mill to weight. And sometimes it annoys me and sometimes it doesn't. This one so far is not annoying me. Bicarb is dry. Yeah, bicarb is dry. Like, yeah. So like if it was 2 tablespoons of butter, sometimes I'm okay with that. If it's like grammage of butter, sometimes I'm okay with that. It works weirdly in my brain, and I also cannot give you specific reasons why and why not. Oddly. Sometimes I just want to weigh things, sometimes I don't want to weigh things. Yeah, right? You are right. I hadn't thought about it until now. Alright, we're going to combine this just a bit. Covered in coconut. Yes, sir. Looks like he left his fingerprints on the bowl. I'm sure we've spoken about my favorite mac and cheese recipe ever, which suddenly starts measuring cheese in milliliters. Right? Jess, whenever I get a recipe off my mother, no measurements. You put a pinch of this in a handful of that, and yeah, my gran was the same. That's very much my gran's recipes. Rachel, we love measure with your heart recipe, Jess. My grandma was a wonderful cook but never wrote a single thing down. So I'm just playing with the mix now. Just playing with it. My mother always told me never to play with, or not to play with my food. So now I play with food. Alright. That's that prepped. So we are now going to do the golden syrup and butter in a bowl. The bowly of bowlies. Now, what are we doing for butter? We're doing 150 grams of butter. This is going to be interesting. Oh, look at that. That's pretty much 100 grams. Nice. Okay. That's annoying. Yeehaw! Oh, this is what I should have done. I should have just put the pot on the scales. Alright, so there's the first 100 grams of butter. So let's put the pot on the scales. Jesse, oh, hang on. Whoa! I have the pierogi recipe, but I ain't got measurements. Right, she even tried to teach us, the older ones, by walking us through, but it never was the same when it was us. Right? It's always that way, isn't it? Perfect. Look at that. We were convinced there was a secret nan ingredient, but she let it. It was love. Jesse, my nana did hide ingredients from us, so hers would always taste the best. Rachel, volunteer as tribute to eat 100 pierogi until you get the measurements right. Yeah, we can do that. We could definitely do that. I know even the not good ones are still good. Nana was a gangster! Alright, so we've got 150 grams of butter going. We're going to also add in 2 tablespoons of golden syrup. Which, you know, golden syrup. Okay. So my 1 tablespoon measure has poofed. So we're going to put in 4 half a tablespoon measures. Yeehaw! Maybe a bit more. Go golden syrup! Go golden syrup! In you go. Just going to turn that down just a little bit. Oh no, I have to eat the golden syrup. Oh look, and the measure's nice and clean. And flippin' hot! Oh, I licked the hot spoon. Totally gangster, sliding into the kitchen to slip in the ingredients she didn't tell us about. We caught her and it's now a funny story. Excellent, as it should be. Oh, easy there, fella. Easy there. Yeah, the butter got a little hot there. That was my fault for not paying them enough attention. The golden syrup. Escape. Right, bicarb soda and stuff. Right, how much of that do we need? Oh, that burning. So we're doing half a teaspoon of bicarb soda and 1.5 tablespoons of water. Alright, so that's not a lot. What container shall I use? Okay. Let's use this one. Nah, let's not use that one. Let's use this one. Alright, so half a teaspoon. Make sure. Half a teaspoon of bicarb. Yay! And then we're using all the measures, I tell you. And then 1.5 tablespoons of water. I don't know why I'm drying it, but we're gonna put water in. Half. 1.5. Stir. back on heat. This is gonna get frizzy. Yeehaw! Frizzy, frizzy. Look at how frothy that is. That's so cool. Frothy. Alright. So, that is now nice and frothy. We're simply going to pour it in. And cookie up. No. Chop cam has gone AWOL on us. Whoa. Okay. That's better. In we go, kiddies. Ha 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 ha. Nice. Alright, we'll get to that in a minute. Bowl. And now we mix. We did make a puddle in the middle. Didn't matter though. And no, I'm not getting my hands in on this one. Not yet. Oh, look at that beautiful colour. Gorgeous, I tells you. Okay, that looks to be pretty well combined. I'll just take that off. So at this point, all you're really doing is just trying to make sure that everything is as even as you can. Right? Stick your stir a bit into it. Stick your spoon in, whatever you're using to stir it. Break up the bits. You know, make sure there's not any clumps of flour or anything in the middle of them. And then, boom, you have your bickies. Well, start of your bickies. And now we get our baking tray. So we are going to set the oven to 170 degrees. So I'm turning that on now. Haha. Yep, there it was. But first, we're going to lick the bowl. This is the bestest part of the whole thing as a kid. Yes, as a kid. Ah. It is indeed. It is tradition to lick the bowl. Alright, so now we actually make the bickies. So we're meant to roll a tablespoon full of mixture. So unfortunately though, my tablespoon measure has poofed. So we're going to use this, which is probably not quite a tablespoon. So we'll do it a bit piled up, and we'll see how we go with that. So let's go with that. Oh, they're nice and warm. Now they do spread out a bit, so we've got to be aware of that as we go. Whoop, nope, stick. I have so much buttery goodness on my hands right now. We may be doing this in several batches. We'll see. Oh, it's frozen again. So we're just laying them out. These are probably, you can see they're fairly well spaced apart. But yeah, it's going in the wash anyway. They're fairly well spaced apart, but like I said, they are going to spread as we go. Hopefully, chop cam will stay on for a little while. Let's go 5. Let's see if we can get away with 5. These are quite possibly going to melt into each other. That'll be fine. It'll be fine. Good. Come on. There you go. We'll do 5 by 3, 5 by 4. Alright. Might go 3. See what happens. So much buttery goodness. Whoop. Stick. There you go. I am so looking forward to these. Actually, supposedly, I heard that Subway got in trouble because they had Anzac Biscuits for a while, and they got in trouble because they weren't using the correct recipe. So they actually had to remove it from being on offer for a while. So I'm definitely going to have to do some more research on that. But yes, supposedly they got in a little bit of trouble. My hands are so gooey. That's half the fun of making biscuits, isn't it? get your gooey on. Alright, 2 more, and then I think we'll put that in the oven. How is the oven going? Not quite to temp yet. That's fine. And then while that batch is cooking, we'll roll up the next batch. I reckon that tray is just going to be chock full. Oh, there it goes. Oven just went off. Perfect timing. In we go, hard. Right, so we're baking for about 12 minutes, so we're going to set the, if I can find it, we're going to set the alarm for 10 minuten. Alright, and we're off. And they're up and they're racing. So while we're doing that, weird alarm noise warning, Rach. We'll start on the next batch. Batch. I should definitely be hanging my laundry out. I am not. Yeah, that's after the show. when I clean up all the, like, I put all my stuff in the wash because, you know, I've dirtied up all the tea towels and I've dirtied up my shop and my top and Interesting. Some of these are just deciding not to stick together. I don't know why, but they're not. But then you squeeze them just so, and they stick together just fine. It's weird. Ta-da! Like that. Dribble. I can hear the squooching. I can hear the butter squooching. Shit, that's not good. Stop it. Alright. Go the essential tremors. Gotta love them, honest. I'm wondering if I'm making these a little small. Soon find out. 200 pickies! No, that's not enough. More! Used to make rum balls for Christmas. Devilish things. But one year we ran out of rum essence. So being the cheeky little snot that I was, I went barreling down to the bottle-o, got real rum and put that in the rum balls. My gran didn't realise that I'd done this, and no one told my gran that I had done this. So she was hooking in. She was, oh, these are so nice. These are very yummy. By the end of it, she's like, oh, I think I need to have that. Wasn't my fault. Her daughter didn't tell her. Yeah. Hey, buddy. What you doing? Ooh, that's a big one. You want some ANZAC biscuits? Hey? Well, you can't have any. Oh, there goes Nisa. Meow. Ooh, that's giant. All right, we're getting a little big here, people. Back it off. May take that one apart. It is a little ginormous. What do we got here? 4, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14. What did we do in the last batch? 15? Yeah, we'll squeeze a couple more in. It'll be fine. Fine, I tells you. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I see you down there. And one last one. Oh, the last little bits of ingredient. And it's about the right size too. Oh, there you go. Squeeze! Yes, please, you'll have one. I've got so much butter in my hands, my hand was slipping off the pump to get the soap out. Ooh. Yep. Okay. How are we going for time? Where's the timer? Ooh, okay. I think I may have needed to squish them down a bit more. Interesting. We will see. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Do you want to say hello to stream? You want to say hello to stream? Hello, stream. I am the buddy. I don't think I pushed him down far enough. I might just real quick try and rectify that with the Hot Things a Hot glove. They're not the right shape. Can I still get them? Yes. Okay. Oh, that is hot. What do I use? Yes. Ow. Woohoo! Whoa. Oh, that one broke a bit. potty go trotty. I have done these before where they've melted quite a bit more than this, but obviously this batch decided not to. So we'll be squeezing the next batch down just a little bit more to start. We might be leaving these in just a bit longer. Than the alarm says to. Ta-da! Fork! Yeah, could have forked it. Yeah, I'm leaving that way. We could have also made them a bit bigger, I think. But that's okay. We didn't have the proper measure. It went poof. Why can I never find it? Because you can find it, you're just not using it properly. Yes. Okay. This is what I get for not setting everything up properly. It was a bit of a rush this morning. It appears that I leapt in a little bit. Oh well, it says to bake for 12 anyway. It says to bake for 12 minutes. Why not both? So we've got a little bit more time anyway. Hey Jim, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Love the flavour of these biscuits. I have a thing for an almond topper. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Alright, so we're going to leave them in there for a little bit longer because basically they wouldn't have cooked proper in the middle yet. Plus but that's okay. Now I'm just watching. It is going to be interesting to explore the recipes though. The wiki on the wiki on ANZAC Biscuits is weird. Wait. No, original ANZAC recipes. Somewhere between 1915 and 1920. I'm surprised they didn't have like 100 years of ANZAC biscuits. Supposedly, originally the original ANZAC biscuits didn't have coconut. So, trying to find a recipe with coconut or without the coconut could be interesting. See what they come out like without coconut. Oh Yep, they're almost there. Very close. Alright, we're going to need another lift. Do you want a plate or a rack? Should probably put them on a rack. We'll put them on the cooling rack. For food science! For damn you coconut science! So for those who weren't there, Rach did make she gets to mute anyone that calls them Anzac other things. You must call them Anzac Biscuits. We had fun with that one last time we did these. Alright, that, I reckon that is about where we want them. So the hot thing's a hot glove. Ooh, look at that! Oh, no, not quite right. Alright, bit longer. It's still just that little bit too gooey. So I'm going to leave it in there for just a teeny bit more. Another minute or so maybe. And we'll see how that goes. I burnt my top lip, the inside of my top lip, licking the measuring spoon. It's all furry. And the outside's meant to be furry, not the inside. So I get for being too eager to lick the bowl. Anyway. I wonder what would happen if you filled a coconut with golden syrup and baked it. Huh. Toffee coconut? Like an inverted toffee apple. Don't know. Can you bake golden syrup to a toffee? I don't know. Alright, I am going to take these out. I don't know if it's been a minute or not. But we're taking them out and we're going to let them cool while we get the next lot going. Alright, let's go. Those shakes are getting horrible. That is not a good sign. Ta-da! Okay. Crunchy bit. Reload! This time we're squishing them down. Proper. Yeah, they were getting a bit small. bite-sized ANZAC Biscuits. Yeah, thanks Jess. Remembering to smush. Could have done these quite a bit bigger. But that's okay. ANZAC bite-sized biscuits. I don't think the size matters. I don't think I can get in trouble for making them too small. Might get trouble from people who are eating them. Yes. Smushing. Hey! Smush! I swear half of the butter is just being absorbed into my hands. Alright. All things go in. I don't know where I'm going with that. Alright, we'll fix that in a minute. Alright, there we go. Got that in. Oh, we've got to set the timer again. Oops. And go. Go, timer, go. Go, timer, go. Alright. It's nice and it's the right colour underneath. It's the right colour on top. There it is. Now, how people have their ANZAC biscuits is very subjective, person to person. These are exactly how I like them, which is mildly crunchy around the outside, so you get a mild crunch with it all, and a little teeny bit crunchy on the bottom, but the rest is that little bit gooey. So you get that perfect amount. A perfect amount of gooey versus crunchy. Beautiful. I love it. And I've got an ever so slight film left on my fingers from eating it. That's just the way it should be. Jim's canning experiments are evolving to preserving pears this Arvo. Ooh. Yeah, fresh cookies are the best. Absolutely. I now want to go nuts. But I can't. Trying to lose weight, damn it. Mind you, it was interesting. Actually, normally I don't watch the intro timer. I'm normally doing the last minute stuff while that's ticking down. I actually caught a bit of it today, and that was from the first intro timer that I ever did, because I haven't updated the one here yet. We'll get to that. Yeah, the look was somewhat different. Oh, I was happy with that. Alright, I'm gonna have another biscuit. Don't trust a skinny chef. Uh-huh. I'm looking in the fridge for a plate. Like Anthony Bourdain, he was a skinny chef, but he was a good chef. But there aren't many good skinny chefs. The God's rest him, but the two fat ladies, when they were, it's like, put in put in 200 kilos of lard. Yes, no, that will really bring out the flavor. They were great to watch. I had an absolute riot watching those two. And that was the name of their show, the show is Two Fat Ladies. That is the name of the show. For context, they were a riot. I like cooks that taste their product. Oh yeah, you got to taste the product. Absolutely. If I was a full-time chef, I wouldn't eat meals, because all that I'd be doing is just tasting, and then I would not eat a meal. I'd eat a meal like once a week. It's like, oh, I've done a new thing. Here we go, lads. I'm going to try this meal. And then I wouldn't eat for another week. But yeah, you got a taste test. Absolutely. Alright, there we go. Curtis. ANZAC Biscuits. Ah, Rach isn't muting me. I had cooks. It's all Jim's fault. I had cooks in my head. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. Right. Let's see how they're going. Oh, there we go. That's better. ANZAC puffballs. So about halfway through this batch, we're nearly there. Then we can take some photos. Photos. ANZAC photos. Sorry, that was a horrible noise. Yeah, look, you got to taste stuff. But like, when I did the veal burger, the pork and veal burger the other week, that took me 4 days, like stream day plus 3 other days to get through that. So, you know, that was over half a week's food just from that stream. And that was having the burgers thick. That could have been a week worth of food for me, just those burgers every night. If I did the thin version. Thin version. Ooh, you know what I did? I wonder, can we get American cheese slices in Australia? Probably can. Oh, the bigger burger slices, you can get them. Cheer burger slices. Okay. Burgercheese.com. Okay. Oh, you can get them from Costco, the Kirkland brand. Aldi occasionally stocks Monterey Jack. Okay. So craft singles are the closest mainstream equivalent. Okay. Huh. I'm gonna have to try some of the burger cheeses. I think I'm gonna have to do another batch of those pork ones. And do a cheese variant. That's your sort of meal? I was really surprised how the fried apple went with that burger. That was amazing. I did not expect the fried apple to go that well with it. What do we got? 2.5 minutes. Alright. Yes, these seem to be going much better this time. So yeah, all the ideas. But that burger's a good one because that can feed. That recipe you can divvy it out and you could make up to 8 burgers in a batch, or you can make 4 burgers, or you can make, well, I think 4. Probably 4 is the minimum, but 3 burger patties in the freezer if you're cooking just for yourself. That's not a big recipe for that, so that's pretty good. I am happy with that. Moo-wah-ha-ha. Ah, come on! Tick that timer. Tick it. Tick it. Tick, 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 boom. Coming up with all the recipes. Yeah, gods only know who did the first one of this. I don't know. Got to do some history. Got to do some history on some of these recipes, I think. It's going to be do a little blurb. The blurb bit of the blurb bit of the recipe has. If we could do that with stuff with some history, that could be kind of cool. You can read a bit of the history of the recipe. Well, the recipes that have history. Yeah. Someone near a sugarcane field. Uh-huh. Alright, here we go. Alarm's about to go off. Ready? Ready? Perfect timing, Rach. Washing is hung and you're back in for the second batch, just in time for the second batch to come out of the oven. Messed up my pretty presentation. Only a little bit though. Booyah. Oops. Come on. These ones may be a little bit too gooey. Oh no, they'll be fine. They'll be fine once they're dry. Well, once they cool. It's funny, when I was overseas, my mum sent a care package, as a lot of mums did when we were over there, and probably still do for their boys and girls when they're serving. She wrapped it all up in popcorn, because popcorn does not, basically doesn't go off, and even if it does, it doesn't matter. But it's a brilliant packing material. So I got all the stuff, you know, I was a smoker at the time, so, you know, I got my cigarettes and got the lollies and, you know, all those little comforts of home. And then I'm walking around the base, like, fully armoured, the whole lot. And I'm walking around base with a giant garbage bag full of popcorn, and everyone's like, Mom, Mom. The popcorn, and I wrote back to Mum and I was like, hey Mum, thanks for the popcorn, that was awesome. She's like, it was packing. Chores are hard, I know. After stream I have to do the floors, which is not a fun time, but I know I'll feel better when it's done. Yeah. Well, I was the popcorn fairy. I'm not sure I want to eat packing peanuts. I'm not sure that's healthy. Because they're foam. Ow. 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 That is very nearly clean. Uh-oh. This my hot things are hot. Or kinda. Okay. Noted. My aluminium, very thin aluminium baking tray is just starting to fall apart. You can see that dent there. Is that dent there? And it's I'm not going to say I can see through it, but yeah, it's close. Good thing is I know where to get another one. And they are not that expensive, thankfully. We all fed it to each other as kids, the older inducting the youngers. Of course. Alright, so that's pretty good. These are still reasonably hot, so we're going to eat one anyway. Because batches. Yeah, I did think about that. I did think, you know what, I could just take that down the shop, just give it a light tap on the anvil, and it'd probably be okay. Yeah. as Ray says, we must taste test each batch. It is the law. We don't make the rules. Nom 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 nom. Alright, we need them to cool just a little more before we put them on the pile. Hey buddy, how you doing? Where are your sisters? Hey? Where are they at? Yeah, good enough. Let's make a pretty pile of the ANZACs. Ta-da! Pile! That freaked you out a little bit, did it, buddy? Ta-da! Okay. They really like sliding, don't they? Hey, buddy. I like it that he's got a habit of when he actually comes into the kitchen, he rubs against your ankles, so you know he's there. Makes life so much easier. Anyway, alright, photo. Where's my... I don't know where my where's my is. I don't know, it'll be around somewhere. Alright, we'll do the Insta photo a bit later. Alright, so let's turn the music down. As always, music from Carl Casey at White Bat Audio. Go over, have a listen to his stuff. It's all Twitch safe, royalty free. Just remember, if you are going to use it for your for YouTube, that you have to, in the description of the video you use it in, you have to put in a link to White Bat Audio. As long as you do that, it's all royalty free. So that's what we've been listening to as usual today. I've already liked and subscribed to the channel. Mwahahaha. So yeah, there we go, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. That was a stream. Now you see them, now you don't. Yes. Right, so thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for coming along and hanging out and taste testing. Because ANZAC biscuits, man. Gotta have them. Coming up tomorrow, we are playing some Neverwinter Nights with Jim Talk from 10 o'clock Adelaide time. Then on Tuesday, we start Season 2 of The Planet Crafter. We are moving off to one of the moons. Wednesday, we're going to continue with Detroit Become Human. I've got a feeling we might we may get through the main story next week, because that'll be around the 13-hour mark. Well, by the end of that stream, we'll be about the 13-hour mark. And from what I've seen and heard, about 12 hours is about right for finishing the whole story. So we'll see how we go there. And then next Thursday, let me check. Yes, next Thursday is the first Thursday of the month. I'll get to that in a sec. Yeah, next Thursday is the first Thursday of the month, so we'll be playing some Pal World, hopefully again with Jim Talk. And then we'll go back to regular Thursdays back in the kitchen. So I've just checked the calendar, and it's come up with a reminder that the 1st of March is World Compliment Day. Okay. Sure. Ta-da. Beats me. Anyway, so thank you everyone for coming along and joining us and hanging out and doing all the things. Hopefully, we will see everyone tomorrow for some more Neverwinter Nights. If we don't, we'll see you when you see it. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye!
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Hello again, and welcome to the after credits. If you like the video, please hit like down below. It really does help. If you'd like alerts of when I put new things up on the channel, you can subscribe, and that helps too. The next video should hopefully be up there. And if you'd like to join us live on Twitch, check the description and you'll find a link. So, until we see each other again, stay safe and have fun.